Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury, and today I'm in New York City, and I figured it's New Year, it's 2026, which means there have been some changes to the MTA subway system. So we have said goodbye to the MetroCard. That's right, MetroCard is done. We are now in the OMNY system. So I wanted to give an update to my New York 101 guide of like how to use the New York City subways. So this is the 2026 update, which includes OMNY and the new changes for 2026. So let's go check it out. So most subway stations are easily identifiable by these types of stairwells. Also, you'll notice the green and white like lights, these like balls up top. These also indicate subway stations. And then if you look at the signs, it tells you which subway lines run through this station. So over here at Union Square, it's the L, the yellow line, the NQRW, and the green line, the 4, 5, and 6. There are also some subway stations that are a little bit more obvious, like this gazebo area in Union Square. So you have a big entrance over here as well. Now, one of the first changes that have been implemented is the cost has changed. Subway and bus fares used to be $2.90. It has now gone up to $3. So that is the first thing to keep in mind. But let's go head down and check out the new OMNY machines. So the easiest way to use OMNY is just tap to pay. So if you have a chip card, if you have Google Pay, if you have an Apple Wallet, you just tap it right here on this screen. It'll turn green, and then you could go through the turnstile. The other option is to get a prepaid OMNY card, and I'll show you the vending machines where you can get one. Okay, so this is one of the OMNY card dispensing machines. It's all touch screen now, so you do touch to start. And if you do want to get a new card, there is a $1 fee for the new card, or you can get single ride cards, or you can do reload or check your balance. So if you need a new card, you pick the value that you want to add, remembering that it's $3 per trip, or you can add a custom amount if you don't see the amount here. Then you could see the $1 for the card fee, the amount that you're putting on the card. So it's a total of $11, even though it's only $10 of rides on the card. You have to pay the $1 for the card. And then you just pick your payment type. And then you can either do tap to pay, or this cash section is broken on here, but that you can put cash in there. And then down here, this is where it will come out. Now you might have noticed that there was no weekly or monthly passes. That's because they do a cap. So if you tap in 12 times, each ride after that is free. The thing is, it has to be done with the same card. So whether that is a chip-based credit card, whether you're using your Google Wallet, whether you're using a prepaid OMNY card, but it has to be the same card 12 times. So if you're here on vacation, you're traveling, you're gonna want a different card for every person in your party. Otherwise, only that first person's gonna end up with the free rides and everyone else is still gonna keep paying per ride. Another thing that was updated recently is the subway map. So this has been redone in a way that I find to be really user-friendly and much easier to read. So you can see the yellow line and all of the stops along the way. You could see where the connections are. It's very, very clear what lines go where. And these subway maps are in all of the stations, and you can also find it on the MTA website. The other thing that you have to pay attention to is uptown or downtown. So you have uptown trains and downtown trains. And then the other piece is if they are local or express. So each train line will have trains that go uptown and downtown. Regardless if they're really east-west trains, they're all really labeled for the most part uptown and downtown. So if you're going into Brooklyn or the Bronx, if you're going to the Bronx, that's uptown. If you're going into Brooklyn, it's downtown. So you just have to sort of pay attention to which direction the train is going. But if you're staying in the Midtown area, it's pretty straightforward. If you're going north, it's uptown. If you're going south, it's downtown. The one that can trip people up is the express trains. So just for example, let's talk about the green line, the 4, 5, and 6. The 6 is the local. The 6 makes all the stops in Manhattan. The 4 and 5 will skip stops. So for example, if you pick up the 4 and 5 at World Trade Center down by Fulton Street, it will stop at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall, but then the next stop after that is here, 14th Street, Union Square. And the next stop after here is Grand Central Station. So you're skipping like 20 blocks on the express trains. So you can get to your destinations a lot faster. But if you need a stop that the express doesn't stop on, you may have to either just take the local all the way or take the express change trains like the stop before and then hop on the local. But I guess that's sort of a little bit more advanced. That might be riding the subway like New York City 201. That's the next class, I guess. But the subway tends to be very user-friendly. Just be aware of your surroundings, you know, just like anywhere else. And it'll get you from point A to point B. I ride the subway all the time. It's my favorite way of getting around the city. It gets me where I need to go. And, you know, it's as reliable as, you know, transportation in any major city is. There's always some hiccups in the system. It's not perfect. I'm not going to lie and say it's the best, because there are certainly times that I've been stuck or delayed or there's stuff going on, but it gets me where I need to go. So subway is my mode of transit. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions about riding the New York City subway, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try to help answer it. But I guess for now, I am done for the day. I will see you all real soon, and until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.